Hi everybody, it's Anthony. Well, it's final reveal of the Raiden, and here it is. Yeah, I put the matte varnish on. I did all the little extra bits like guns and all that would get normally broken if you do it early. I'm quite pleased with the rear underside fuselage there, and obviously I painted all the small details like the little tail wheel. A tiny bit of black. Obviously I painted the exhaust stubs in a kind of gunmetal finish, and I just tested out the Humbrol clear on the Humbrol aluminium paint that you can rub down, and it seems to be okay, because I'm thinking about doing it on Thunderbolt and it's really dry. So there it is, that's the completed kit now. I'm really pleased with that, because that was literally been behind the table and nearly thrown it out a few times. Right, now Aircraft 99 asked me to show the Blenheim. Just want to see a little bit more of the Blenheim cockpit area. See there? I'll zoom in a bit. Yeah, it's very tight in here. I've put the first section in, and that glues here along the back. And as you see, it's pretty big. The pilot's going to go in when I've painted him. I've test fitted it quite a few times now, and it's just a matter of just a matter of getting these little tabs to fit and making sure this is all lined up. I've had to use a little bit of Humbrol precision poly cement, which is really strong. Although I mainly use this Formula 560 to do most of the glass parts, because you know it's so easy to, if you use normal cement, what happens? You craze it up and that's finished basically. So yeah, these parts are very well engineered actually, and they will fit into this section here. As you can see, that's the edge of the bomb bay at the front. They're actually very precise, but you're going to make sure you get rid of all this little paint along here, because this bit here, my cameraman's just zooming in from me. She's doing a great job there, I hope. Yeah, this little piece here comes here and can leave a little excess glue. A little tab here that really needs to be held with some poly cement. Like I said, there's a couple of little details on this side. It's pretty bare. That's on the real plane. There's one in the RF Museum, a Mark IV, Bolingbroke actually. It's really precise. So there you go, Aircraft 99, as requested. Little gun sight there. I think that's probably it really. Obviously that goes in the same way as on the other side, and then you'll need white glue along here to get a really good joint, but I've test fitted them, they do fit exactly, and I'll just play with those a little bit to get it to fit in here. That's going to be a little bit difficult, but it's possible. There shouldn't be any need for filler, because you don't want to be filling that if you can help it. Just to show you that in instruction form, this whole cockpit is the whole page, and it fits on as good. It's a little bit imprecise about where to put the seat on the instructions, but it should sit a bit clear at the bottom. There's no really good tags on there, so you just have to play with that quite a bit. I had a bit of a struggle fitting all that bit. Right, now also Aircraft 99 wanted to have a look at this lightning. I might say the F2 is the one he's really interested in. It's Gütersloh, I think it's called, airport the F2 was based at. That was a slightly earlier release of basically the same mouldings as this F6 that's just come out. But it's a really good lightning, and I've suddenly forgotten who did it. It'll come back to me in a minute. It's one of my subscribers, a really good model. So as soon as I remember it, it'll come back. I'll let you know where it was. He did a beautiful F2 in a silver finish, metal finish, natural metal finish. Right, this lightning. Usual format with Airfix, nicely front page with some of the data and the history of the lightning. quite a detailed ejector seat, and then there's a little cockpit tub, nice pilot, control column, and instrument panel, and made a little effort there with the ejector seat, which is nice. And you've got these little modules for front and back, which are really lovely. They're very tight fit, I understand, so you've got to do a lot of dry fitting and testing and make sure you don't get any paint stuck in there. I'll probably write down the link, or at least the details of the F2, because I can't remember it right now, and you really need to see its lighting. It's superb. Here's the back. You've got a whole jet exhausts and quite nice detail with full barrels, which you can paint black inside, and got the little engine. Obviously they're like exhaust outlets, but beautifully done there again. Should fit in there, make sure that fits well. Obviously you'll have trouble with the fuselage shafts otherwise. And these are the bits that are silver on the model I'm planning to do, or metal finish. Wings, obviously. And again, lovely Airfix, let you do shut wheels. Wings to fuselage. Undercarriage. Air brakes if you want to leave them open. In a dive or something. Quite detailed missiles. Just had the 2 Firestreak missiles. For some reason they took the cannon off this version. Didn't give it much of an armament. As far as 2 rockets he's done for. Let's go home. And then the paint schemes. Full natural metal finish, based in Singapore, 1970. The black tail. And the anti-dazzle panel at the front. Loads of stencils, which I probably miss, so all the smaller ones out, they tend to silver, and I don't know, I'll see. This one I'm doing has got tiny little RAF symbols. Need something to a bit of interest to take away from the paint scheme. It's a dark grey. I've got lots of dark greys. I'll go back to the RAF Museum before long and have another look at that one, because it's the same scheme by the looks of it. A light grey underside. I'll definitely leave the drop tanks off because it just spoils the appearance of the plane, in my opinion. Although obviously all your Lightning fans will know it had a very short range and endurance, but it did have air refueling, so got that option too, obviously. Yeah, I remember being an oldish man, seeing live pictures, Lightning intercepting the bear, flying over British territory. I'll quick look at the screws. I haven't actually opened this yet. Oh, we might as well look at the decals as well. Should have opened these. There we go. Sophie will show you that. Ooh. There we go, the knife. Obviously the natural metal finish is more attractive decals, but I've had enough of that for this Thunderbolt, so I do prefer a camouflage or painted scheme in. Clear parts, straightforward, just cockpit canopy and some light extra, you know, like lights, that type of thing. This one's the bottom of the fuselage and the sides. Okay, so those are the cannons, are they? They may be parts from another model, that's what they tend to do. They tend to give you parts. I was building the Blendon 1 and came across the Blendon 4 undercarriage. Sorry, the Blendon 4 fuselage fronts, and that really threw me for a while until I realised I got the wrong pieces. So they didn't provide the clear parts, so I was a bit of a panic for a few seconds. Main fuselage and these front pieces, pieces like that, and undercarriage covers for the closed position. Main fuselage. I don't think they give you a separate bit for the little front silvery piece, which I just have to mask it. Quite nice exhaust nozzles there, they're quite nicely moulded. Obviously those 2 pieces have to be cut out. Wheels aren't too bad if you did want to do the wheels. So it needs to be picked out. Alex did a nice video on how to mast those if you're interested. Main wings and other pieces, and other main wings and objective C there, and there's all these other pieces in between. Right, that's it, isn't it? What's the time? 28. 10 minutes. Okay, we've got 1 or 2 more minutes. Actually, I'll quickly show you the Spitfire Mark 7 conversion. Talk about comfort, being out of your comfort zone. This is me. There is no short air intake for the... Sorry. Yep, sorry, you can see it there. There is no short air intake, so I had to manufacture that from cutting off the front and back of the original long ones that they provide. They did provide 2 or 3 actually, 2 I think. Neither of them were suitable for the Mark 7, so that's the job. I've already cut down the fuselage right at the beginning, and that needs fine tuning, and then there's a couple of it had rails on this particular plane for the enclosed canopy for the pressurized cockpit, so that needs to be all fine tuned. I think the best way to do that is to get the front piece in first and then line everything up, make sure the back is lined up with the back of the fuselage, and then look at how to get the middle piece. I bought some black masking tape because I believe they use a rubber seal, so that might help to actually seal the canopy, so there's no obvious gaps there, because I'm going to close it. I think it'd be easier to open it, but I'll see. I haven't made up my mind. The pilot's in there. This is going to be a lot of work. The rear fuselage was very bad. The wings wasn't as bad as I initially thought. They wouldn't fit a piece of anything in there to fill it. I had to use some super glue just to close up the wing really, and they'll need a lot of work. A hell of a lot of work doing this nose section. I've had to fill that. I've been gouging it. I've had to dig out, due to the fact that I didn't have any real lineups for those. I'm quite pleased with that. I painted this to see really what was actually like, because you can't tell with filler where you're at sometimes. I used Milliput because it needed actually to be a strong filling gap. Normal fillers just break up when you put them under any pressure. And now I've completely glossed up Hurricane. Nearly finished, yeah. 5 more minutes, 2 more minutes. Yeah, this is completely glossed up, ready to finish off the wheel details. I can put those wheels in now without getting paint all over them. Probably put the tail wheel in, leave off the little pitted tubes, and that they're bound to get knocked off when they decline. And probably also the mast. I produced a nice big hole for that. It'll have to be so carefully painted at the end. Same with the Spitfire, so except I'm one step ahead with that, with actually fitting the cockpit canopy on there, and I'm getting a bit more happy with that. I think I was okay to use that in the end. It'll look alright, I'm sure. Okay, so that's it really. I hope Aircraft 99 was pleased with the Raiden cockpit, and see you soon. Bye. Credit the cameraman. Let's see the original video and then we'll work out how to